guys, how's it going? Stoudman coming back at you once again, and today I'm going to be talking your ears off about some Blu-rays that I picked up. But before I do that, I just want to mention that if you like my pickup videos and you want to see them all and make sure you don't miss anything, then please do consider clicking the bell button below. I hate telling people to do this, and I'm sure I won't make it, I'll try not to make it a thing. But apparently the bell button allows you to see all of the updates that a channel makes. Whereas if you just go by your subscriber page, for whatever reason, YouTube has decided they aren't even going to show you everything that your subscribers are putting up. They're only going to show you like the best of what your subscriptions and the people you're subscribed to are doing. So with that in mind, I just want to let you guys know that if you do want to keep in track with everything that I'm putting up on my channel, that it's probably best for you to just click the stupid little bell button down there. I don't know why, but they chose to do that because YouTube, they're all brains, you know. This is a great, brilliant idea. Instead of just leaving it as it is on subscriptions page and showing everything that people are subscribed to, let's not show them everything they're subscribed to and decide to make them use an entirely different service to make sure they can get all the things that they want. Like, bureaucracy, right? Works 100% of the time. I don't know. Anyways, today I have some things that I picked up from Best Buy, but I also have one thing that I got from Disney Movie Rewards for free, obviously, because it came from Disney Movie Rewards. And I'm going to go ahead and show that one thing from Disney Movie Rewards first, and that would be Mulan and Mulan 2, the double pack. I've never actually seen Mulan 2, and I'm sure it's not necessarily a great movie, but didn't care too much considering it was a free title from Disney Movie Rewards. Very happy whenever I can get my hands on some free Disney classics, free Disney Blu-rays. I did love Mulan when it first came out. I don't think I loved it, I guess I wouldn't say, but I did like it. I thought it was a really good movie, some very interesting characters, and it grew on me even more as the years went on. So yeah, it's definitely a movie I want to have in my collection. Didn't mind picking it up for free with my rewards points. So that's exactly what I did. And yeah, this is really a nice release. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's a pretty nice release. The interesting thing is you've got the two DVDs, Mulan and Mulan 2 on this side, and then you've just got both of the movies on one disc here, which I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of that, but I'm sure the standalone release doesn't necessarily have a better transfer, better picture quality or anything like that. So whatever, just gotta deal with it, I guess. That's the way Disney chose to do it this time around. But hey, all the more reason to pick up the movie for free, to pick up this double pack here for free rather than paying for it, because hey, now I can get it in my collection and not have to worry about spending a lot of money or even spending a little bit of money on something that I don't really appreciate exactly how they chose to do it. Definitely good to have some Mulan in my collection, and now I can finally check out Mulan 2. I'm sure it's not great, but whatever. Still interested in checking it out. I'll do a double bill of these two at some point, I'm sure. Now then, on to the stuff that I picked up from Best Buy. Yes, finally Best Buy has some decent deals. I mean, I was just talking about last week, I think, where I was just like, you know what? Best Buy hasn't had much going on. There really hasn't been many deals worth talking about from the main stores that typically sell DVDs and Blu-rays. And I've been kind of wondering, well, when is it all going to end? I don't know if this is the end of it, but I do know that this was a very, very good deal, and I was very happy to get these three titles here for $20. That's right. They had another 3 for $20 sale, and I don't know if it's still going on, but if it is, I highly recommend you check it out because they've got some pretty cool new titles in that selection of 40 or so titles that they put up there for 3 for $20. And at 3 for $20, that basically means you're paying about $6.66 per title, or if you factor tax in, probably more like $7 per title, which isn't that bad of a deal. It's a pretty good deal, in fact. I wouldn't say it's the best deal ever, but it's pretty much the kind of deal that you're going to find during Black Friday for some of these titles, at least. I'm sure one or two of them will be a little bit more expensive on Black Friday and a little bit less expensive on Black Friday, but it doesn't matter to me because I was able to get them at a price I was happy with now and not then. You know what I mean? So with that said, let's just go ahead and show you the first title I picked up here, which was The Shallows. I absolutely loved this movie. Saw it in theaters last summer and had a freaking blast with it. This is just a really great homage to Jaws and movies like Jaws. But it honestly also felt like they were making some references to other movies that were kind of inspired by Jaws, you know what I mean? So I guess you could say that's where it all came from, or that's kind of the impetus of it, but then you could also point back to things that came even before Jaws, and it's like, I don't know. Whatever you want to say, it's definitely a movie that has a lot of love for not just like the summer blockbuster, but also for that kind of a monster movie, that kind of a... It's part disaster flick, it's part action flick, it's part adventure flick, it's part horror flick. You know, absolutely, there's a lot of horror in here. Very cool pickup here. Love this movie. Very good movie. And at that price, damn good pickup. I will say, yes, I know it's on 4K. And before anybody asks me, why didn't you get the 4K? Because it's going to be a long while before the 4K is $7 fucking. Next up, I found the commemorative edition of Ali, which is another way of saying we finally got off our asses and put out a Blu-ray release of this movie. Because Muhammad Ali died. I mean, let's just be honest, that's probably what they were thinking, you know, when they came out with this. It's probably the reason that we're seeing it now. I'm just putting that out there. Speaking of which, this does have all new special features on the set with the greatest never before seen moments showcasing the humor and grace of Muhammad Ali with Will Smith, Michael Mann, and other cast and boxing legends, plus Will Smith, Mann, and others with Nelson Mandela. So yeah, pretty cool stuff here. You can't go wrong with a Michael Mann movie, especially a Michael Mann movie starring Will Smith. This, I feel like, is one of Will Smith's better movies, and it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I know I remembered liking it quite a bit. I just didn't like it enough that I was going to pay like $10 or $15 to get it right when it came out on Blu-ray. So it's $6.66, but then with the tax, $7 or so. That's a pretty good deal for Ali. I will do that. I think the regular price on this right now at Best Buy is actually just $7.99. So if you just wanted to pick up the movie itself and not go for the 3 for $20, if you can't find enough that you want in that deal, $7.99 is also not a bad price for Ali. Just saying. And considering it's got those new special features, pretty cool. Unfortunately, that's like, other than those special features, it only has the making of Ali and the theatrical trailer. So I mean, I won't say it's bare bones, but it definitely feels like they could have done a little bit more. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's actually more special features on the DVD. I don't know for sure, but maybe somebody can put in the comments below, are there more special features on the DVD? Should I be picking that up to go along with this? Just let me know. But either way, very cool to get this for such a low price. I'm glad to have it in my collection. Last but not least, a movie I actually already have in my collection, but I got it for a second time because I'm insane. No, it's because it's a new special edition, a 20th anniversary edition of Jerry Maguire. I know a lot of people out there like, really stout. But yes, really, Cameron Crowe was a great freaking director, and this is one of his best freaking movies, and one of the best roles that Tom Cruise or Cuba Gooding Jr. have ever had. And there are a lot of things that I relate to in this movie. There's so many fantastic scenes and fantastic lines. I absolutely love watching this movie every now and then. And although I already have the original release of this, as I understand, the transfer on this one is at least a little bit better. And this does have some new special features, including a 3-part retrospective featuring new interviews with Tom Cruise and Cameron Crowe, nearly 60 minutes of never-before-seen deleted and extended scenes, a photo gallery, and a theatrical trailer. So, not a whole lot of special... Like, there are some special features, but there aren't a whole lot more here than what you got before. However, it also comes with... I will show you here. The memo. The memo from the movie that he wrote. The things we think and do not say, which is headed off, actually, by a little... I wouldn't say essay, but a little note thing that Cameron Crowe wrote ahead of the actual text itself of the memo. And it also includes the soundtrack, which I already have, but it's cool that they decided to put the soundtrack here with the Blu-ray. I want to see more companies doing stuff like that for movies that have notably good soundtracks. Could you imagine if there was like a release of Varsity Blues that came with the soundtrack, or a release of I don't know. There are so many movies with great soundtracks. Like I did my own combo with Chicago, right? Chicago with a soundtrack. That would have been cool. Why don't they do that with musicals? That would be a perfect idea, and yet you really don't see it all that often. So, yeah, I think it's really cool that they decided to do that for the 20th anniversary, and they have the memo as well, which, you know, maybe you didn't get to read. So now you can read that. That's pretty cool, guys. I'm just saying, that's pretty cool. The 90, I think they said it's like 90 plus minutes of additional special features. That's pretty nice as well. And of course the soundtrack, that's pretty cool as well. I wasn't gonna pick up this, like I already had the regular edition on Blu-ray, so I wasn't really looking to pick this up for a whole lot of money. I didn't want to pay a whole lot of money for it, but I did like what they did with this special edition here of the movie, and I did want to pick it up eventually and upgrade from the Blu-ray I already had. But I didn't want to pay a whole lot of money for that because I already have the Blu-ray, right? So $66, $7. That's a fair price. Yeah, that'll do that. Especially considering everything it comes with, like the memo and everything. I'm really hype on that memo, guys. I'm really hype on that. I think that's such a cool little addition. So, yeah, very cool. Very happy to have picked up the best possible edition of Jerry Maguire that you can possibly get. So, yeah, I know a lot of people don't care about this movie. A lot of people think it's cheesy. A lot of people think it's not that good. But I'd argue that it is. I'd argue that it's very good. And I'm very happy to have this on this edition in my collection. I'm also happy to have the commemorative, or we finally put this out on Blu-ray edition of Ali. And then, of course, The Shallows, which I didn't get on 4K because it's too friggin' expensive, and this is much cheaper. And of course, last but not least, didn't pay a dime, and I got Mulan and Mulan 2 on Blu-ray from Disney. So, very, very nice. Pretty cool pickups, too. Gotta admit. You gotta admit. These are some pretty cool pickups, guys. Yes. So anyways, that'll do it for me today, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Peace.